Mommy and baby Quinton here making banana bread. Well, see, we picked like 2 huge stalks of bananas a couple weeks ago. They were this big, and we've been eating off of them, and they've been getting riper and riper, and before you know it, now they're looking like weird tarantulas. But don't worry, they're not. They're really actually quite tasty. So underneath these weird outer shells, what are these called? Bananas? Bananas are the sweetest, and they smell like pure vanilla. The sweetest bananas, right, Quinton? And we are going to cook up banana bread today, and we're going to do a double recipe. The recipe is on emilyellen.com. Whoops, 1 banana down. Quinton is helping me today. See, he's really good. We have our cutie foodie banana measurers. We have our eggplant whisk that we're going to use in a second. I'll move the rest of these bananas. We'll use them for something else. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, first thing first, a cup of butter because it's a double recipe. And I already cut them up and it's soft butter. So we're going to put that in there. And then my other tip, I'm looking at the recipe on my computer right now. So the other tip is I will have sugar, white granulated sugar. And obviously this is going to be for our consumption. We probably can't share this with anybody because it's going to have a lot of baby in it. So we are going to put regular white sugar and then brown sugar. But I don't necessarily keep brown sugar. I keep molasses in the cupboards. But guess what, Quinton? Can you help me with this really quick? Look at the recipe. It says we are going to need how much sugar? 2 cups of white sugar and then 1 cup of brown sugar. So what I do is, for the 1 cup of brown sugar, I just add about a tablespoon-ish of molasses. A little more, a little less. It's not going to hurt anything. So I'm going to move this out of the way, and then I'm going to take, well, I think Quinton's used our measuring spoons right now. I'm just going to do a nice little dump and pour of our molasses. Ooh, nice and sticky, and it smells so good. That's going to taste really good. What do you think that baking soda is for, Quinton? That's to make our bread rise. It's not to eat. That'll make you go dry mouth. So we will take this sugar and butter, and we're going to cream it together or beat it with our mixing paddle for about 4 minutes until it gets fluffy. So probably at that point, we'll have it cleaned up just a little more for the next step. So let's put this on medium-high for 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, don't put the baking soda in yet. What do you think? Okay, it's been about 4 minutes. It's fluffy, the butter and the sugar. Now, on the recipe, it says buttermilk. And like brown sugar, I don't keep buttermilk on hand. I do a tablespoon of vinegar in about a cup of milk, and that will curdle the milk and get it to that buttermilk consistency. Yeah, you can stir it together. Let's stir that together. And then while Quinton is stirring the vinegar and the milk together, Mommy is going to take the flour and baking soda that you were working on. Let's see, we need 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Now my trick with when a recipe calls for sifting or you're mixing dry ingredients together in a recipe, you whisk the dry ingredients together. So take your eggplant whisk, and Quinton, you want to help me with this? Here, whisk those together. Ooh, it's already getting thick, the buttermilk. Okay, here, whisk that together, please. And Mommy will measure out, well, she's going to kind of measure out 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. It's funny, all my teaspoons and tablespoons have now been dunked into the buttermilk. You can do that, that's an option. Chef Quinton is leaving that up to you. And then you can put a good sprinkle of ginger, however spicy you want it. The recipe, of course, has recommendations, but I will tell you this. The trick to amazing banana anything is to put cloves in your recipe. So if you want something to taste even more banana-y, if that's even a thing, you put cloves. It will enhance that flavor. So we are going to put a good sprinkle of cloves in there. Ooh, how do you like that smell, Quinton? And then we're gonna whisk it together, or if you're working with Quinton, you may use your teaspoon and work the flour and the spices together. Either way works fine. Now, Quinton, we have to go to our eggplant, because I forgot that I keep my eggs from the chicken room temperature over here, my eggplant. How's the plant over the sink and eggplant, because I put the eggs in it, of course. So first you're gonna crack 2 eggs, no, wait, 4 eggs. 4 eggs into your flour butter mixture. Yeah, I'm putting them in there, your eggs from your chickens, right? Oreo lays these eggs. We have 3 chickens. We have Oreo, Brownie, and we have Barack Obama. And they are very good layers, and they treat us really good. So let's see, we're gonna keep mixing these wet ingredients. We have the butter and the sugar, and now the eggs. We're gonna whisk them up. And then, yeah, you wanna do that? And then we're gonna add the buttermilk that Quinton made. And I'm going to set the oven to 350. And I'm going to spray the pans, 2 loaf pans. What are you saying? Is that almost ready? I'm getting it ready for you, okay? So when we mix it up, you can just put it right in the pans, okay? Now I say fold in the bananas, but at this point with all the wet ingredients, you may as well just put it together. It's about a 1/2 cup for 2 recipes, but if you have a lot of bananas, a little more is good. Okay, work this together. Whoa, Mommy's making a mess. I was putting it as high as you did. You want to start working in your flour? Good work. Yeah. You can keep putting it in there. Because we really just want to kind of fold it in batches, but if you're working with baby Quinton, you know, all rules are out the window, and it'll still work because we've tested this recipe. It's got a lot of baking soda in it. It'll work. What do you think? Mommy's gonna stop it for a sec. What the heck? Here, put it in the bowl. Okay, we're gonna add about half of it. Put it on low. Let's get it incorporated. Yep. Okay, and then let's put the rest in here. Can we put the rest in here? Ah, now we're talking. Okay. Wow, are we making cookies? Looks like we're making sugar cookies. Now, to get the measurements pretty good, let's scrape the rest off the counter. Right, Quinton? Oh, this is gonna be tasty in our snack box. Okay, I'm telling you what. Oh, I didn't put a sprinkle of salt. I like putting a sprinkle of salt in my baked goods. It just kind of enhances the flavor. Okay, look at this. Quinton, I think we're gonna be very satisfied. Okay, Chefy, look at this. Ooh. It's already working, I can see it. Look at that, what do you think? Maybe we'll take our rubber spatula and scrape the edges down and just make sure those bananas and those dry ingredients are thoroughly incorporated, but you know, try not to overmix your baked goods. What do you think? You're gonna give that batter a taste? You're gonna clean your hands? Our bananas are so banana-y. Oh, okay, we're gonna pop this in the oven. We're gonna divide this between 2 loaf pans. Cook it for about 45 minutes-ish. We're gonna check it. When the toothpick comes out clean, you know it's done. And then let it set for about 15 minutes. It'll kind of carry over cook. Thank you for cleaning up. I'm gonna help Quinton clean up. And then we'll be back here when it's done. How about that, guys? All right, the recipe's at emilyellen.com or mommy.com. Just just Quinton and Mommy eating banana bread. What do you think, Quinton? Mmm. You want a bite? Mmm. Pretty good. It's like pure caramelly, vanilla-y, sweet banana-y. You guys are gonna love this recipe. It's Quinton approved.